Hi guys, I wanted to come in today and check in with you girls. I know the coronavirus is rife at the moment across the world, and even where I'm living. I'm over in Western Australia. We are shutting the borders. We just shut the borders on our state yesterday, and now it looks like there's going to be imminent public places shut down and stuff. So it's all happening here right now. We're a little bit behind the rest of the world, so we can see what's happening to you guys, and we send you our love from Australia. You've been a big supporter of us over the last few months with the bushfires. I know the world got behind us, and we're here for you in the reverse. And as we all deal with this virus. So I want to take a minute and check in with you Etsy sellers. Now really is the time more than ever to step up your business, to step up into something that might appear quite fearful, quite scary right now, the uncertainty out there. You know, most Etsy sellers are fearful. I hear that, I see it, my clients, my students, they're all pretty fearful. In the wider Etsy communities, the Facebook groups, people are scared, people are anxious, people, you know, there'd be some people who are very determined, but most people are just plain uncertain about what the future is going to hold for Etsy and for, you know, the traffic of sales that are coming in at the moment. Are people buying? You know, most people are saying there's nobody buying, that they're just spending all their money on essentials right now, and that might be true. That is true. We can see the downturn. We can see it in our own shops. We can see it across the board, the downturn in views and therefore sales. But get this, there's something else brewing. And I truly believe, in my opinion, that this is going to be one of the biggest booms we see of digital products ever known. The world has never seen this kind of virus on this scale. The world has never been in lockdown before. The needs of people are changing, and we need to park the fear right now. So I'm hopefully today on this live, I'll be able to do that for you to get you into a state of action. Okay. So we're very uncertain on how this virus will affect our lives and our businesses going forward, but I get it. You're fearful, but this truly is not a time for you to now contract in your Etsy store, but for you to expand it, to find an opportunity and then lean into that. Now, if you think for a moment of the opportunity a crisis, a global crisis gives us, you know, opportunity. If you think of that, the word opportunity, you know, challenges really only ever really expose who we are as people. Under challenge, under pressure, we show our true colors. So who are you going to be right now for yourself, for your Etsy shop, for your family, for your little kids? Who are you going to choose to be right now? What we need to do is to not pour more gasoline on the fire, but actually find some solutions to the problems that your digital products out there should be solving. Like, I'm a massive advocate, and you all guys know me in this, I'm a massive advocate for solving a bloody problem. If you solve a problem in a digital product, what you find, a couple of things start happening. People return to you because they've still got the problem. They buy it, they scratch that itch, now they need another one, boom, boom, boom. Your products are cheap, they're safe. That's the thing, the biggest thing about digital products, they are safe purchases. In a world of scary things, is there going to be a virus on this package that I've just had delivered in the post? Doesn't the virus last for 9 hours on a piece of cardboard? You know, all those fear-based things that are out there, they may be fact, they may be fiction, but they affect sales. And so digital products are that safe solution. And whilst everyone's prioritizing buying up whatever they need to do in supplies to hunker down right now, that is the month to hunker down as it filters across the world. And you see, you know, Italy go before you, Spain's down, you know, Britain is going down, you know, America's going down. We're in Australia, we're slowly behind you going down now. So that hunkering down, that panic buying, the stockpiling of things that you need for you and your family, I get it. I really do get it. But look at it on a different time scale. As time goes on, this is the month to obviously hunker down, but next month, the month after, the month after. I know in the UK, they're asking people to, anyone over 70, to be indoors for 12 weeks. Now, whilst over 70s aren't the most massive online shoppers, there'll be people who are also in quarantine, you know, in a younger age group, who will then be bored. There will be this massive increase in digital product purchases going forward, you know. But we want to make sure that we notice out there that do not pour gasoline on the fire, right? Be realistic about the fears that you're seeing out there. I did a Facebook Live, not in this group, but in one of my student groups, about the media, that they're they're fear-based headlines for a purpose of driving traffic so you get to see their ads, and that's simply what it is. So all that fear-mongering, whilst the coronavirus is, you know, real, we have to do every precaution. We have to wash our hands. We social isolate, all of these things. You've got to do those precautions, but then don't, you know, pour gasoline on your own fears inside your body, okay? So some Etsy shops are actually crushing it right now. There's some of them, you know, their buyers actually really need their product. And so if your products you know, if your products are problem-solving products, then buyers are going to need, right? They're going to need this product. You're going to have to stand up and create exactly what they need right now. Now, no products about the virus, okay? No products are utilizing wording and tags on Etsy to do with the virus, because Etsy are taking them down. We've seen that now for the last few days. A couple of, you know, 4 or 5 days ago, you could type in COVID-19, you could type in quarantine, you could type in, you know, self-isolation, you could do all of these things on Etsy, and it would take you to a massive bunch of listings of people who are taking, you know, advantage of the virus product-wise. But Etsy seems to now be taking it down. I know I was speaking to someone in Singapore this morning who could still see the listings. Me, I can't. So, you know, it may be on your buyer habits that they're thinking, okay, so I searched for, you know, COVID-19 a couple of days ago. Now they're not showing me anything. Now they're redirecting it to a help page, Etsy, of doing that. So you might find that you can still see the products. I personally can't. It depends. I imagine it's all based on how often your shopper habits that Etsy log on our computers. So Etsy will direct that listing, if you've typed it in, if that search term is something you've typed in, to their help section. So I don't really want you to be profiting off the virus. This is not what we're talking about here. This is not about unethical profiting from the virus or from the victims of the virus, or gaining humor. It sits nicely and hilariously with some people, and with other people it doesn't. So, you know, or you don't obviously have the solution to the virus, but if you do have the solution to a problem that is caused by the virus, then, you know, that's better, yeah? But now you really do need to stand, as digital sellers, we need to stand in our integrity, because we're going to see a boom. And if we don't stand in our own integrity of what is right and wrong, and our values on which you've built your Etsy store and your income to date, then I really do think that you need to question yourself. Like, I'm not saying that you can't design fun graphics to go on Etsy products, but don't, you know, use the tags. Just don't use the tags, because Etsy will probably find you and shut your products down. And that's not the only solution, right? When I talk about digital product solutions, just because you're mentioning a funny joke or, you know, social distancing or any of those wording in your products, it doesn't have to be that kind of product that solves the problem, right? There's many other products out there, you know, educational products, relaxation products, health products that you can tap into that can solve problems, right? There's many problems. But if you're not selling digital products right now, and you have been wanting to, now is the time. You need to start now, and you need to start quickly, in my opinion, okay? It is time to start if you are planning this. Some of you don't have Etsy stores, some of you do, some of you are just thinking about it, some of you are old timers, maybe you've been thinking about starting one for a very long time. Well, the universe just gave you that opportunity right now. The universe has been listening to you. You know, did you mean what you said? Did you mean what you said? It's asking you, okay, I'm giving it to you. You've asked, and here it is. It's time to expand into that challenge. Here it is, girls. It's coming. So don't let this or any other outside circumstance make you contract. You are the only thinker in your own universe. You are the only thinker in your universe. I love that saying. You truly are. What you choose to absorb from others is up to you in here. So you are the only thinker in your universe. You can have your business the way you want it. This is the biggest opportunity we've ever seen to step up as digital sellers. And this is where we show our true colors. Do you really believe in faith that you can have a business that you love and earns you a great income digitally? Do you really believe in gratitude that you can sit today and go, do you know what? I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky I have this opportunity. Do you really believe, and this is a sucker, do you really believe in your own value? Or are you all talk? If you love your work, if you love what you do, if you love the creative process, if you love designing, if you just heart sings when you sit down to your computer and you know you can get to design something, if you love your family, if you love yourself, you need to step up and be the creator that your family want you to be, and you need to be in order to have a big business, a creative business that you love. Or you can lose your income, right? Or you can become a victim along with millions of others who are going to let the fear out there. And there's so much fear out there at the moment, and I understand that. If you let that fear into the world, into your world right now, and let it seep into your cells, that is where inaction sits. That's where, you're frozen in fear, like, I ain't going to make a move. I'm not going to list new products. I'm not going to do anything. I've even seen some girls, I'm just going to, fiddle in the background. I'm just going to improve my listing images. I'm just going to, I didn't get many sales before this anyway, but now they're down to 0. So I'm just going to fiddle in the back. I'm going to clear up my hard drive. I'm going to, all these little things, right? That's going to make no difference at all to when the coronavirus is over and your business is out there again and we're in the same position. This is the universe telling you that here is the opportunity to change your business for the better. What's happening in the outside world really truly is irrelevant. You actually have power. You actually have the power to change things. You can control your emotional home right now. You can go onto the internet only for news updates, of course, precautions, to know your precautions, to wash hands and all of the new, legislation, to know about whether schools are closed, to know whether you can go here, there, or wherever. You can see the opportunity and solutions, hopefully in your customer base that you've already got. If you've got an Etsy store, hopefully you'll be able to see the opportunity there already, but it's just whether you take action, isn't it? It's whether you actually let your voice in your head, your emotional home, actually stop you from taking action. But it's got to be the right action, right? It can't just be, I'm going to create products now that say the coronavirus on them, or, none of that taking advantage of the digital products. There's going to be enough people out there doing that. You don't need to join them. This isn't the time either to contract and shut your shop down or stop paying for ads or stop creating. Or just fiddle, like I say, fiddle behind the scenes on your photos or listings, because what you actually create now is more important, is profoundly more important than ever. What you create, not how you create it, not how on earth you're going to learn the skills to get it up there online and to the best of your ability. It's not the how right now, it's the what. What are you going to create that is needed? Will it be useful? Will it solve that distinct problem that people have? Not just for now, whilst everyone's in lockdown and it's opportunity central, but can it be sustainable in your future? Is it a niche that's not going anywhere? Like in my program called the Etsy Profit Proof Formula, we have a thing called the longevity niches. And these niches are niches, or whatever you want to call them, will always be around. So like mums, right? Mums will always be around. Mums in business, hell yeah, they'll always be here. Bloggers, no. Bloggers may eventually expire. Serve them while you can, but know that bloggers, for example, may not be a thing in 10 years' time. Technology changes, right? Blogging may not be the way we do it anymore. So things can change. So choose a longevity niche, something that is not going anywhere. But we got to remember, whilst we want to change and pivot and choose a problem-solving item to sell, what's happening out there is nothing but negativity. You need to stand really strong now as Etsy sellers, I truly believe, and start asking yourself better questions, not fear-based questions. Like, how is this affecting my current audience? How is the coronavirus currently affecting my audience? and write down exactly how it affects your target market. How does this affect the situation that they're now in? And you can, from that list, ideas are going to come to you. You're a creative woman. The ideas are going to flow, flow, flow. And you're going to see your customer base, if you already have one, in a very different light. Because you know them, right? I know you know them. I know you know them like the back of your hand. So how does this affect the situation that they're in? How will they now do business? How will they now live their lives? How will they now find recreation? How will their lives be affected, and what solutions will they need? Where is the pain? Where's the real pain for these people? Oh my God, you know, the health workers out there curing pain in the people who have this virus. We are there too to cure pain in the problems and the irritations that people have in generally in their life now. You know, how irritating can life be sometimes? Situations be. Isn't it lovely that you have the power as a creative woman? Because not everyone's creative. Not everyone can just go solution, solution, solution and see it visually in their head. You know, all the time I talk to my students and my clients, you know, we talk about mindset work. We talk about all the times where we find gratitude or we reframe negative beliefs. And all of the training that I've given them, all of the mastery that they have achieved around their own mindset and their emotional state, all those times building that muscle, this is what it was for. This challenge out there now in the world, that is what that is for. Mindset is for this challenge. You know, we didn't know that this was going to happen, but I guarantee you, if it's not the coronavirus, it's going to be something else. It's going to be something else. When I was in 2016, when I was pregnant, it was the Zika virus. So I'm not saying I'm not comparing, a totally very different viruses. And we didn't have to have such a massive global change to our lifestyles. Always kind of affected someone else, right? Over there where you didn't know them. Now this is different, right? But people still need to buy things on Etsy. So you need to stand stronger than ever and hold space for them, right? To know that your product is the solutions for their needs right now and beyond. You've got to think long term as well, as we call them, longevity niche. You've got to be in it for the long game, because technically in trend research and, you know, product timelines, product popularity on Etsy, what we see is that, you know, there's a niche, there's a product trend, and then there's a fad. And coronavirus products are a fad. They're a fad. They're a feast and a famine. You will not be, if you build a business right now all based on coronavirus products as such, coronavirus goes away, your business goes away. No one's going to be wanting a t-shirt that says something about coronavirus after coronavirus has ended. So think of solutions that people need right now, and beyond. And I'll talk a little bit about a very relevant point swimming around Facebook at the moment. Will this last? You know, are you going to be profiting off the world's misfortune if you sell anything to do with the coronavirus? Well, you know, I invite you not to crumble under the darkness out there that is trying to seep in and make you feel guilty, right? If you see an opportunity where you're going to provide humor, it'll sit with some and not with others. You're always going to get people who don't like it. You'll always get that, right? But you need to build your resilience muscles, very much so. There's always going to be a hater out there. There's always going to be somebody who rub up the wrong way. But I would suggest that, you know, you either do it on your private website, or and you maybe don't sell it on Etsy, because you do run the risk of having that listing shut down, if not your own store completely. Don't want to risk it, right? But on your own website, you can do what you like. So don't crumble under the darkness of negativity of what people say to you either. This is not an opportunist thing. This is you staring in the face that your business that you had on Etsy, one, either didn't make any money, and you're going to be honest about it, and it's been stressing you out, and you've wanted to change, but you didn't know how. Or you've had a business that has done really well, but you're burnt out. It's not really how you want to have a business. You're burnt out. Maybe it's a physical product business. Maybe you've got staff. Maybe it's just too much. Maybe you just want to go digital because you just want 90% profit margin and you want to just push all the products up there and then live off the proceeds. Now that is something that, you know, is a very big driver for many with digital products, but you've got to pick something that sells, of course, right? But the universe now in this moment is actually asking you, did you mean what you said when you were crying that your sales were non-existent after months of hard work? Did you really mean that? Did you really mean it when, you know, you were screaming to the universe, why can't I just get ahead? Why don't people just come to me? Why was my conversion rate so crap? Why do people not want it when I look at this product and think it's really nice? Did you really mean what you said when you were burnt out, stressed, not enjoying your work anymore, and you wanted a successful Etsy shop to feel more powerful and valuable, which you are anyway? You are valuable without an Etsy business. But did you want that success to mean something for you? And because that success wasn't there, you felt powerless, right? No control over whether you get sales or not. I'm in the business of getting control back for Etsy sellers. Control everything. Research is everything. Find the right product, find the right niche at the right time. That's my gig. So I want you to lean into your courage and take advantage of what is coming up for you right now. If you see lack of sales as a symbol of your own product choices back when before the virus hit our world, then take advantage of a new distinction as such. You know, if it wasn't right, your Etsy shop wasn't right, there was no flow, it's now a wake-up call to go, do you know what? I'm going to do something about it, and now is the perfect time. You want to shine a light in this dark world right now because the world can get quite dark out there. Be the light, right? Hold strong in your courage to serve your customer base, to serve your kids out of a fearful environment at home where, you know, daddy may have just lost his job or lost their household income, you know, and all of a sudden you as a mama bear has the most powerful thing at your fingertips, a creative brain and a computer and an internet connection. You know, you have it all at your fingertips, but it's belief. And I see this all the time. It's self-belief, which ruins women's ability. Self-bloody belief, self-worth. And it's a mindset thing, and you can do it. You are amazingly talented. I see it 1,000 times a day. I see the talent on Etsy. It's beautiful. But if you don't appreciate and value yourself and what you do for others, then your light's going to be hidden forever. Oh, I don't like to. Oh no, you know, I can't bear the criticism. I've even had some people say, I can't open a store because I'm too scared people won't buy my stuff. Are you kidding me? Of course they will. Of course they will, but they won't if you don't put it out there, right? So stay focused on your buyers, right? How can you add more value right now? If you feel like you're in a really good niche, you know, how can you add more value to them? How can you love them? How can you serve them in a new way? This is your opportunity now to ask better questions about your products, about your Etsy shop. Surround yourself with positive people. Obviously, practice social distancing until we know what's going on, but stay in the solution. You know, identify where the challenges are for your buyers, right? How has the virus affected their lives or their businesses? Maybe you sell business to business. How are they now doing business? Do they need a pivot? Are they looking for online solutions? How can you help them there? Or, you know, how can you help them in their life or managing their recreation or you know, strengthening their mind? And second thing is think about what you actually want. How do you want to come out of this? Stronger, more resilient, with bigger muscles, or a quivering mess that let Etsy just, you know, your Etsy shop just wither? So, you know, and then the third thing is to take action to do those things that you said you want to do. You said you wanted to do it. So now the universe is giving you that time in quarantine or lockdown. It's giving you the time. Yes, I know you got kids at home. I have one as well. It's hard. I understand that. One of the advice we had on one of the student Q&As last week was, you know, just find an hour. Just find 1 hour. If it's after they've gone to bed, if it's before they wake up, wherever floats your boat, if you may be a lark or an owl, either way, mama, you've got to find 1 hour, right? 1 hour a day to build what you need. Build the boat to get you through. And take action on it. It may be a little bit different to how you imagined, and that's okay, but you asked for it, right? You asked for it when your Etsy shop wasn't working well, and now you want to change. or you were asking for it when you're in your day job and thinking, this is crap. You were in it when your husband was, working all the hours God sends, and then, you felt like you wanted to relieve that for him and contribute. I see that so many times. So, here's the biggest distinction, right? Pressure exposes the cracks in everyone's business. Pressure. So the pressure of having a virus now in the world is now exposing the cracks in everyone's businesses. Cracks have always been there, but now the darkness is flooding in. Now, the fears are spreading quicker than the virus. Now the original problem in your business, probably low views, low sales, poor conversion, or the wrong business model. Maybe you were doing handmade and you were burnt out. The problem didn't go away with coronavirus, right? That still exists. So the problem, when the coronavirus disappears, your problems are still going to be there. It's not going to change that. If you've no sales for weeks on end because of the virus, now ask yourself those really better questions. Stay in the solution. Don't find stories why you should just give up. Are you freaking kidding me? You were born for this challenge, girl. And you're able, and you're beautiful, you're talented, you're creative, you can pivot. I know you can. And when things return to normal, will your business be as it was? Slow sales, low demand products, possibly. Will you build the actual business of your dreams right now? And in this moment where you're a bit shaken up, and you're probably thinking about changing your products and your life, right? The way you earn an income. What was meant to happen was for in this time is for you to realize that your business was out of energy, maybe sometimes. And I'm only saying this to the people, if you know deep down, this isn't trying to offend anyone. This is if you know in your heart that just things weren't right. It was always too hard. It was always just too hard to push the marketing of your business, push the SEO tags, and never really getting the flow of sales. It was always a drag, always a struggle. When you hit upon high demand products, there's no struggle at all. And there literally is no fear either. There's no fear that it's just like a given. This is my trajectory and this is where I'm going. I see everything quite clearly. And the only way you'll do that is with research. If you need help with that, private message me. I can help you there. But maybe this is just what you needed. Maybe the coronavirus and the lockdown and all of this, seeing the opportunity here, maybe this is just exactly what you've needed to get more aligned with exactly how you want to live your life and earn your money. So you might want to thank this crazy time right now for shaking us and showing us that we've been ignoring some critical parts of our own business's ecosystem, mainly the product, right? Etsy is a place where we ignore products. We ignore research about products because Etsy just went in the beginning of the business. Hey, just sell what you love to create. It's all right, just sell it. Even if you knit bobble hats in gold lame from the rear alpaca fluff. Like seriously, you really do need to not ignore the critical parts of your business. Your business system is like, I say it like a CEO, right? A CEO of a big company, say like Nike shoes or something like that, would never ignore the product. The product is everything. Every other little bit builds on top of the product. But with Etsy, a lot of Etsy sellers go, I don't know what to create. Let's just think of an idea and just sell that. Or what do I love to create? Let's just sell that. My Aunt Maud loves it. My friends love it. They've been buying it. I'm going to just sell that. And sometimes that part, that initial tiny little mistake in product desirability can leave you down the line marketing your ass off. SEO in tweaking like heck and not really seeing that conversion to sale. So this maybe now be an opportunity to reevaluate your business in that way, because we have and most people I'm going to say it, we go through life with all the excuses and the rationalizations that paper over the problem. I don't need to get in shape because of this, or I don't need to work on my relationships because my marriage is fine, or it's okay. But when something, or even if your business, it's okay. The sales aren't great, the views aren't great, my conversions could be higher, but at least I'm doing something, or I'm getting loads of orders and I'm bombarded with orders that I can't keep up with. it's handmade, I'm knackered, I want to go to bed, but I got to stay up late. I even had a client who chopped the top of her finger off. You know, staying up late, working too hard, just constant hustle. It doesn't have to be that way. But when something like this, the virus happens, what happens is stripped away all of that stuff. So what this is why you're seeing so much fear out there, because it strips all of this stuff to expose really bad relationships where I'm stuck in the house with this person. I'm stuck at home with my kids. I can't go out. This is, for some, mental health for some women, and some women in really dire situations, living with an abuser, or anyone out there who is frightened of being at home. I invite you to reach out to another female who can help and you can talk to on the phone. If there's anyone in a business model that has to lay off staff, you know, I invite you to take stock and see where the opportunity is, how you can pivot and be a leader for those staff members. You know, even if it's someone remotely, even if you have to let them go. When you see a virus like this spread so quickly and across Etsy, and we're seeing all those views dive down, what you're seeing is people's fear strips away everything, every excuse, every rationalization. It just strips it all away down to the bare bones. And then that's like, we're exposed, right? Your Etsy shop wasn't kicking ass. It's fearful. And now it's gone. Now it could be gone forever. It's fearful. Where will I get my money from? But the upside of that is that it creates a situation where you can say, oh man, I got to do something about this. You know, many people won't, but many people will. I've got to do something about this now. You've got to show up for yourself right now, because if you don't right now, then when? Like, when are you going to show up for yourself and your business and to build the business that you always wanted? When will that be? You know, if your business has existing following online, or if you have a blog or a YouTube channel, you got to show up, girl. You've got to show up for your buyers, or otherwise your buyers are just going to be seeing more fear out there, or more negativity, or they're going to be, you know, those dickheads out there who are trying to take advantage of people will be there instead of you. But you guys are the real deal, right? I know you're the real deal. You care. You have integrity about your customer base. You have integrity about why you created these products. Because if you don't care, then you're not supposed to be in this group, right? I don't want you here. Go find someone else to talk to. Well, you are put on this earth with a creative talent, right? And this is what I think many women don't get. And it's all linked back to self-worth. You're put on this earth with a creative talent, right? To solve a problem for people with your designs, with your creations, with your products. But your audience right now has this big ass problem, and that you actually hold the solution to that for them as creative brains, right? You are the actual solution. You hold the solution to so much suffering out there. And it's in here, and it's in here, in your head and your heart. You actually, as a creative woman, have so many solutions in your head, but if they don't come out of your head and onto pen and paper or onto the internet, they ain't going to solve anybody's problem, right? You hold the solution to so much suffering out there, in here and in here. Your creative vision is your gift, unique to you, right? So get out there. See this as an opportunity that you've been praying for years, and to get out of a business that does not work, or doesn't float your boat, or doesn't feel right, or get into something where you can help and serve people and provide the exact solutions they're asking for now and beyond the virus. Like, we always got to think of that longevity. So I hope this has helped you, ladies. I know most of you maybe in America might be asleep right now, so hopefully you'll watch this over morning coffee, right? And maybe this will be the pep that you need, right? Stay in the solution, even if you just do that today, and hold it firm for tomorrow as well. Okay, I love you guys. Stay safe out there. We're all thinking of each other. We are all in this together. And if anybody needs any help to pivot their businesses, you know, I'm always here for you guys. Just PM me if you need a little, you know, pep talk, you need some advice, I'm here. Okay. All right. I shall speak to you soon. Take care now.